Welcome back to Asparia. The first thing we are going to do today is crafting a sign. I got a comment how many days I'm playing in this world, and actually I kinda completely forgot that I had this sign recipe in there for a moment. I need a clock. Which I can't craft because I need 4 gold for this. Okay. And there is just a very slight issue. I said I wanted to build the a super smelter today, but you know, I have my creative world in which I rebuild things, design them so I can use them in this world, and eventually I accidentally overwrote the region files for the world, so I had a super smelter designed and ready, but I can't take it as a reference anymore because accidentally I deleted it. Which was just a little bit stupid, but anyway. So I don't know which of those signs I will use. I need one of those. We could use white dye, right? Yeah, we might use white dye for this. So let's quickly go to the house. I could use green dye too. Yeah, it will be fine. It will be fine. So yeah, let's put it there. Yeah, and let's see if it works. Put this there and this. So, like that. And you see the data pack works. So there is a ton of scoreboard values behind the scenes, so I can convert those numbers. And this will be... You see, let's just go to bed and you will see that the time is being updated. So there is 1 day more now. And I don't need to do anything. The game does it by itself. Eventually I can publish this. It's not that much work to do anyway. I created it originally just because I thought it was fun. Okay. And mostly because, I don't know, it's just, okay, I can press F3 and F6 was it and enable it to be visible anytime, but I think it's more fun this way. You don't really need to understand that. I barely understand it myself. So there are things you can do with commands and stuff, but I find it more fun if you can do them by crafting things, renaming things, stuff like that. So there are 2 things we could do right now. I could start digging behind my furnaces to clear out enough space so I can build a super smelter in there. After I did that, so this is my place for horses. I don't really know. I don't think that I will keep any Nautilus armor things here. We could build. See, we have this for land-based mounts. And I might build something for water-based mounts as well. Something like a little water stable or something. I could do that, I think. Yeah, I could almost definitely do that. Would be fun. I don't know if I have an ocean or something like that nearby, so I could easily do it without having to make a new river. We have to see. So let's see. There was something that came to my mind just now. Do pigs need do pigs need saddles so they can be ridden by baby zombies? I am not sure about that, honestly. So let's just start by removing those furnaces from here. 13. I have 42 furnaces. That's way too much. Probably. Silk touch is this. Do I want cobblestone or normal stone? I think it was like 7 or 8 furnaces. The thing with those super smelter things is you need to check how far the minecart can go before it's empty after you loaded a certain amount of items into it. And that's honestly something I struggle so much with. Hello, donkey. Why is he here, though? So we could check. I might take a boat and check if one of my rivers is somehow connected to an ocean. I mean, I could also use like a biome finder or something for this, but I don't know. That feels kind of lame. So I am not going to do that. Building ideas. Piercing. Ah, yeah, right, we got this recently. Okay, let's take the boat. I will redesign the super smelter in the next couple of days so I can build it. I don't really want to dig a whole lot today because I don't know. if I make it too big, I'd have to place a ton of blocks again to close it. So the thing is, I wanted to make something like a walkway up here, like a path to connect it to my house. And if this river is connected to an ocean, I could bring everything water related here through this river. And I think it was totally unnecessary for me to jump down there because I forgot that I wanted to bring some pufferfish. So I might eventually bring some 1 or 2 Nautilus, this, whatever, back to my base. Yeah, I think that's what we are going to do now. I mean, I have my fishing rod with me, but it would take more time to fish them as it would take me to go down to my storage bunker again to get the pufferfish I already have. It should be in one of those chests. 28 should be enough. So now we can go. I had a boat in my inventory, so I went down there. Oh god. I was kind of afraid I would die there, honestly. And of course it's going to get nighttime pretty soon, so let's go this way. I don't know if I talked about that before. There was this Skyrim bug I had, at which I needed to read a book to get a certain quest. I was actually able to get the quest a couple of days ago. The problem was that for some reason, if I play the game in German, that the game crashed while trying to read this book. If I play it in English, it works. I don't really know if it's the same for any other language than German, or if I can just read the book in English and not in any other language. It would explain why there are so few people talking about the bug anyway. Can someone tell me why there is so much wind? What's this? That's one of those ruined structures, right? Do you have a chest? You have. We found it. We found copper Nautilus armor. Oh, that was just an empty map, right? Okay, that was, Is it just this small little thing here? Oh, there's a boat. Okay. I did not really want to, explore the oceans again, but here we are. I already have those. Okay. So obviously this this river is connected to an ocean biome. Now let's try to find a Nautilus or two, tame them, and go back home. We have turtles nearby as well. It's kind of funny how there was one, I guess. There was another one. It's kind of funny how I went looking for those armor pieces and I don't have a saddle on me. Okay, would you please be so kind as to follow me? I bought... Do you know what's stupid? I put my leads and my saddle away just a couple minutes ago. I remembered bringing a boat and I remembered bringing pufferfish with me, which I put out of my hand for a couple seconds and now they are trying to go away again. But I did not remember bringing leads or a saddle with me. This might eventually take a while. So where was I? So I've been talking about the quest. I was finally able to get the quest and I even finished it without any additional game crashes. But I think that explains pretty well why the support couldn't help me, because I did not know that the game's language was the problem and not the game itself. That's just so stupid, honestly. I don't know why I haven't thought that the language would be any problem at all. You don't think about stuff like that. So it's... I do think that I know how this happens, right? So, for example, if you code a mod for Minecraft and you add an item, this item has a key, a translation key, right? It usually is something like item dot pufferfish dot name or something like that. And what happens most of the time is you add a translation for your item and let's say you have multiple translation files, one for English, one for German, one for French, whatever. And if a user plays the game in a language which you don't have a language file for, right? It usually tries to load the name from the language file the player is using, and if it can't do that, it uses a fallback language, which is English. In Minecraft's case, it's English. And if even that can't happen, you see the translation key. In that case, it would be item.pufferfish.name. And I think a crash on Skyrim on Switch happens because there is no such fallback thing, right? So the game tries to load something which simply is not there. Which is kind of funny if you think about it. Bethesda is a multi-billion-dollar company and they just can't do those things. I mean, I don't know if that's the case here. It's just something I'm assuming. Maybe it's a whole different thing. I mean, those Creation Club things are mods that have not been developed by Bethesda themselves. So it's not that big of a problem, I think. But it's... I don't know. I think it's... right... Oh god. Hey. I think it's quite funny how such a small thing can lead to such a devastating experience. I mean, it's just a crest, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I was able to finish the story for the game and most things work probably fine. But they announced the Switch 2 edition for the game, and now it's like, hey, if you want to have the anniversary edition in Switch 2, which still comes at 30 frames per second and has input lag and the performance is not really that great, and it's a full download of 53 gigabytes, and there's just a ton of things that are not done well. It's kinda... you need to think they do want people to pay for that. I got it for free because I had the anniversary edition on Switch already, because Skyrim is one of my favorite games and more content for my favorite games is in most cases always a good thing. But I mean, I did not have to pay for Skyrim's anniversary edition for Switch 2, but other people need to pay for that, and you do want to charge them, but you give them no reason to do so, because it's a very, very, very poor developed thing. I mean, I hope I patch it. I really do hope that they deliver a patch for this. So, here, right? I should... It's here, right? So, now I need to get back to the top. Thank you. I will get leads now and bring a fence so they don't run away. We are already at 24 minutes, so I think we will build this water stable thingy in the next episode. Even though I am not sure because I have not designed such a thing ever before. I should bring them over here. Yeah, I should bring them here, but let me get the fence first. And the leads. So I mean, now that I can play the quest, it's Fine, I guess. There's still one more quest. I don't know what causes the game to crash all the time. It's this quest where you can get a dwarven horse by finding the parts and repairing the whole thing. And every time I go through that cave, probably around the middle part of the cave, the game crashes all the time. Maybe I should try to play the game in English, so it works. If the translation is what causes this problem again. Yeah, I need fences. Okay. For a moment, I did not really understand why I went in here. Coal, this is copper, iron, gold, lapis, emeralds, gold. Okay, let's go to my stables, get the leads, and go get the Nautilus again. Somehow my videos always convert into something for me to rant about. I think I already complained about Skyrim, about Mario Kart World, which got a couple updates the last months. I still play it, but not that regularly, and especially compared to Mario Kart 8, it has probably a very hard time. Saddles. So let's go get them. I'm not sure if I want to build a bridge over here so I can connect it to a path down there. I don't know. Oh, it's probably better to do it this way, right? So I could go around here. One thing I noticed and forgot, the mods that would allow me to play with fresh animations again have been updated. But I forgot to enable them. Yeah. I know, funny, right? Okay, so I want to use this small little part. So let's go get them quick. I hope they are still there. Otherwise, it would be kind of not good. Hello. Okay, there is one of them. Where's the other one? Oh my god, there's a cave. Hello, can I? Okay, I can. Follow me. This could have ended so badly. I still remember we had turtles next to the jungle village, and they mostly, I think there have been 4 turtles or 3, something like that, and most of them got away because they just went into different underwater caves. I hate when this happens. So please don't go on land, please don't die. I don't really need to saddle them now, do I? We could have like this part with a little ladder coming out of it, and but they won't stay in there, right? I have an idea. And I think I need pistons for that. Like, it would be nice But I think that would be quite hard to do. So you can waterlog fences, right? Like this, and I think I should be able to put, yeah, I can. So, and I think it would be nice if we had a little fenced-in area for my Nautilus. And you still, they need names, so feel free to suggest some. And it would be nice if we had a piston door with those fences, but I'm not really sure if it's possible to operate pistons underwater because you can't really place redstone there. I think I need to experiment a little bit. Yeah, I will do that. I will definitely do that. Okay, so it's a pain that those aren't craftable, honestly. Or are they? I think they are not. No, they are not. Sad. So, I think that's what we are going to do in the next episode. Oh yeah, it's this one over there. Build a little area for my water-based mounts, which is just the Nautilus at this point. I already have 10, right? And I haven't even duplicated them once. There is still so many of them missing. Tide. Is Tide the one you get from killing the Elder Guardian? I don't know. Anyway, we are already at more than 30 minutes. This one I need to redesign, honestly, I'm sorry. But we will build one, we will build one eventually, so it will fit in here just like everything else. One thing I noticed too is we have one more enchantment now, and it is possible that I have to redesign this whole thing. It's still not very practical since those are just signs with those little icons, and I don't really know. I don't know. It's just not looking good, okay? It's just not good. If I had something like a book that would explain me how those numbers work and which enchantment has to go in which chest, I might use it, but I don't know, I'm not happy with it. And I think I will redesign the whole thing at some point. Not today, but at some point. So, we are already at 34 minutes, so I hope you enjoyed today's episode and me rambling about Skyrim again, which I tend to do quite often, honestly. Anyway, as I said, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and I hope that I will see you again in the next episode. Until then, have a good one, and stay tuned.